Hannah Brown married in timeless and classic ceremony in France, July 27, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Former beauty pageant queen Hannah Brown joined season 23 of The Bachelor hoping to find a husband. However, she didn't form a connection with Colton Underwood and was sent home in week 7. Despite not being in the final 4, Hannah Brown was named as the next Bachelorette lead. Viewers saw her connections with Tyler Cameron and Jed Wyatt blossom. She ultimately chose Jed, leaving Tyler and viewers heartbroken. But after filming, she found out that Jed Wyatt allegedly had a girlfriend the whole time and immediately dumped him. She went on to continue her career in reality TV by winning season 28 of Dancing with the Stars and the first season of Special Forces. Hannah Brown is also a New York Times bestselling author. She released her second romance novel earlier this year. But above all, Hannah Brown wants marriage and kids. She finally met her match in Adam Woolard. Keep reading for all the details on their gorgeous wedding in France. Hannah Brown sparked dating rumors with country singer before Adam Woolard. Hannah Brown starred in the music video for country singer Jordan Davis's song Almost Maybes in 2021. The country singer is married, but sparked rumors he was dating Hannah Brown by flirting too hard on social media. He later revealed that he was simply trying to promote the new song. Hannah Brown had already gone Instagram official with Adam Woolard a few weeks before the music video came out. She reportedly met the model on a dating app. Wedding week on the French Riviera. Adam Woolard proposed to Hannah Brown in 2023 after more than 2 years together. The couple has been planning their wedding for months. They recently bought a home together in Nashville, but chose a wedding destination that meant a lot to both of them. Their wedding took place on Saturday, July 26 on the coast of France. The couple and their wedding party flew to France earlier this week to kick off a week-long celebration leading up to the nuptials. Hannah Brown shared on social media a look at the arrival at the Hotel Les Negresco, where they're staying in Nice, France. The Bachelorette star and her guests were treated like celebrities with champagne. But the festivities lasted well beyond the first day. People magazine reported that Hannah Brown and Adam Woolard hosted a beach chick party on Friday to kick off the wedding weekend. The outlet reported that guests were treated to a 4-course meal and dressed according to the beach chick dress code. According to Hannah Brown, the party was a combination of a rehearsal dinner and a welcome party. Hannah Brown married in timeless and classic ceremony in France. Details. Bachelor and Bachelorette star Hannah Brown married fiancé Adam Woolard in a stunning ceremony in Nice, France. Hannah and Adam's pastor flew in from Tennessee to officiate the beautiful ceremony. Hannah said, "Our faith is very important to us and has just continued to be the center pillar for our relationship," Brown says. "To have our marriage blessed with our pastor and our church community there, that was really important to us." There were 101 guests in attendance. The couple read traditional vows and then read their handwritten vows. Hannah wore 3 designer gowns. Her goal was for this special day to be timeless and classic. Here Comes the Sun played for Hannah and Adam's mothers. A string quartet performed the Beatles' 1969 song Here Comes the Sun as the couple's mothers and their wedding party walked down the aisle later in the ceremony. The bridesmaids included Heather Martin, who co-starred with Brown on season 23 of The Bachelor, and all of them wore a variety of fun dresses from Show Me Your Mumo. During the popular dating show, the two became instant friends and have stayed really close. People shared the couple's beautiful wedding attire and kisses. A peek at the beautiful wedding can be seen in People's latest publishing below. Brown, who starred as the head of Paradise Relations on season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise in Costa Rica and recently published her seductive book The 4 Engagement Rings of Sybil Rain, Hannah planning a wedding in the midst of all of her professional obligations was a little crazy. She goes on to say that she is thankful that Adam really stepped up, probably more than most grooms have had to, and that her wedding planner made the majority of the decisions with Marie. Congratulations, Hannah Brown, on receiving her final rose from the man of her dreams, Adam Woolard. Come back to TV show's Ace for more
Bonjour.
Bachelor Nation
Forever.
updates. The lavender-scented breeze drifted over the hills of Provence, wrapping itself around a sprawling 17th-century chateau that sat proudly atop sun-warmed stone. On this cloudless June afternoon, the French countryside had transformed into a picture-perfect canvas for the next chapter of a reality TV fairy tale. Hannah Brown, former Bachelorette, Dancing with the Stars champion, and beloved Southern sweetheart, had chosen to say I do in a setting that was as romantic and radiant as her love story. After years of heartbreak, healing, and finally finding her person in model-turned-entrepreneur Adam Woolard, this wasn't just a wedding, it was a declaration of the woman she had become. As the guests began to arrive, some by luxury car, others by helicopter, the chateau gates opened to a secret garden bursting with blooming white roses, trailing ivy, and perfectly curated charm. Champagne flowed, camera flashes sparked, and whispers buzzed among the celebrity-studded crowd. But all eyes turned when the chapel bells tolled. Something magical was about to happen. A dress for the ages. Hannah had kept her dress a mystery, even from close friends and family. Rumors had swirled that she'd flown to Paris 3 times to work with a couture house on the custom gown. When the chapel doors opened, that mystery unfurled in waves of ivory silk, vintage lace, and pearl-threaded elegance. She stepped onto the cobblestone aisle in a timeless off-the-shoulder gown with a fitted bodice that melted into a full cathedral-length skirt. A delicate lace veil billowed behind her, fastened to her soft updo with a jeweled hairpiece once worn by her grandmother. Her eyes sparkled with emotion and confidence. She was, without question, the star of her own love story. Gasps rippled through the crowd. JoJo Fletcher dabbed her eyes beside Caitlin Bristow. Rachel Lindsay smiled, remembering their first group date years ago. Even Chris Harrison, yes, he got the invite, looked moved. This wasn't reality TV anymore. This was real life. Hannah's father offered his arm and whispered, "You look like a dream." She replied, "I feel like one." Adam's vows. Adam Woolard, waiting at the altar in a custom black Tom Ford tuxedo, looked at Hannah with that calm and unshakable presence she'd fallen in love with. Their love wasn't born of the whirlwind drama of the Bachelor Mansion. It was quiet walks in Venice Beach, deep therapy sessions, hard conversations, and choosing one another every single day. When it came time for his vows, Adam didn't hold back. "I fell in love with the woman who danced her way through darkness and into light. With you, there is no performance, no audition. It's just love, honest, raw, and unfiltered. I promise to be your home, your peace, and your partner in every season of life." The crowd collectively sighed. Hannah's tears fell freely. From reality to real love. Their romance began in whispers, an Instagram photo here, a cryptic comment there. Hannah had gone silent after the limelight. Her heart was healing from the very public rejection of Jed Wyatt and then the complicated what-ifs with Tyler Cameron. But Adam wasn't interested in becoming a headline. He saw Hannah, the goofy, grounded, fierce woman who wanted something real. They kept their relationship largely private for the first year, sharing only what felt sacred. Friends say Adam never watched her season of The Bachelorette. When asked why, he reportedly said, "I'm more interested in the woman sitting across from me than the girl on the screen." Over time, Hannah bloomed in his love, and he too found something profound in hers. The ceremony details you didn't see. The ceremony was officiated by Hannah's brother, Patrick Brown, who recently became ordained for the occasion. He spoke about their journey, not just as a couple, but as individuals who did the work: therapy, faith, forgiveness, growth. He talked about how love is not a rescue, but a recognition, and how Adam and Hannah had found in each other the courage to be vulnerable. The wedding programs were written in both English and French, with the phrase "L'amour ne meurt jamais," love never dies, in gold foil. Instead of bridesmaids and groomsmen, the couple opted for a circle of love, a group of 12 friends and family members who stood surrounding them during the vows. From Bachelor Nation alumni to childhood best friends, the circle symbolized their community, not just tradition. A choir from Marseille sang a hauntingly beautiful version of Can't Help Falling in Love, and the couple sealed their vows with a tearful kiss as the bells of the old chateau rang out. The reception fit for a queen. After the ceremony, guests were guided to an open-air reception under strings of Edison bulbs and chandeliers suspended from olive trees. The long farm tables were dressed in white linen, gold-accented china, and handwritten thanks cards. Hannah changed into a slinky silk number, backless with a plunging neckline, and Adam couldn't take his eyes off her. The two shared their first dance to La Vie en Rose, performed live by a Parisian jazz trio. The toasts were a roller coaster. Caitlin Bristow joked, "Hannah B. went from windmill to wedding in just 4 years. What a plot twist." Tyler Cameron's name wasn't mentioned, but his absence was noted. Instead, Hannah's dad gave the most emotional toast of the night. "I used to worry if she'd find someone strong enough to handle her fire, but Adam doesn't just handle it, he honors it." There wasn't a dry eye in sight. French fairy tale fun. The couple didn't settle for a basic reception. They had a custom photo booth modeled like a French bistro, a cigar lounge set under a canopy of stars, and a vintage wine tasting station featuring Hannah's favorite roses. Midnight snacks included truffle fries, beignets, and many grilled cheese sandwiches. At one point, Hannah grabbed a microphone and surprised everyone with a choreographed dance with her mom and best friends to "Man, I Feel Like a Woman." Bachelor Nation fan favorite Demi Burnett screamed the loudest. Fireworks exploded over the vineyard as the clock struck midnight. Adam pulled Hannah close, whispered something into her ear, and she laughed like a woman who finally believed in forever. The morning after. The next morning, guests gathered for a farewell brunch, complete with croissants, mimosas, and recovery hangover kits. Hannah wore a white sundress and oversized sunglasses, her ring glinting in the sun. She clutched Adam's hand as they made their way from table to table. One of the producers from her Bachelorette season approached her and said, "You did it, girl." She smiled. "No, I lived it, finally." The private honeymoon. Sort of. Though the world would soon get glimpses of the honeymoon via Hannah's Instagram stories, the couple slipped away quietly to the French Riviera in a vintage convertible. The plan? No plan. No pressure, just pastries, sunshine, and each other. A fan spotted them in Nice, dancing barefoot near the harbor at dusk, no phones, no entourage. "That was the realest love I've ever seen," the fan later wrote on Reddit. They weren't trying to be anything but in love. A classic chaotic world. Back in the States, tabloids went wild with headlines. Hannah B's French fairy tale wedding leaves Bachelor Nation in tears. From brokenhearted to blissed out, Hannah Brown finds her happily ever after. No reality TV drama, just real life, inside Hannah Brown's elegant French wedding. But Hannah didn't care about the press. She'd lived that life. Instead, she posted a simple caption on a black and white wedding photo. "Timeless, classic, us." Fans flooded her comments with support, but one reply stood out. "From watching you cry on a windmill date to seeing you rise into this woman, what a journey. Thank you for being real." What comes next? Though Hannah and Adam had already shared so much with the world, they hinted at slowing down in the public eye. Rumors swirled about a future move to Nashville, a potential book from Adam, and Hannah launching a lifestyle brand rooted in authentic joy. She told People magazine in a post-wedding interview, "I don't want a perfect life. I want a present life. That's what Adam gives me. That's what we give each other." And when asked what surprised her most about the wedding, she answered that it wasn't about the flowers or the venue or even the dress. It was about the peace I felt. I wasn't nervous. I was ready. That's how I knew.